And welcome back. Because the season went so terribly, we're going to be gutting the franchise here. So we're going to be looking at moving on some players. We're at the salary arbitration day, so if I wanted to keep Dylan Lee, I would have to look at giving him 3 million and so on and so forth. So we can withdraw offers to players and we can put it all into off season and really define a team with good options. So these players, if you want them, salary arbitration. He's got good stamina, but his stuff is getting worse. He's on a 5.8, so that's a no. You did reasonable for a year, but I'm not going to give you 21 million, so these are going to be waived straight away. I have no interest in keeping them. Yeah, I'm going to be bringing in some leadership. I need to really look at options here. So, Juan Guerrera is not made the grade. Pacheco is enough to stay. Let's offer him an extension. Same with you. Hayes, you're okay. You ended up on a 2.55 for me over 79 games. So I'm going to release you as well. Right. So, Dylan Lee, 4.0, maybe. 6.0, Love Lady. Love the name Dicky Love Lady. I'm going to have to take a picture of that. Right. You're going to go as well. Seth Romero, 5.0. You're going to go as well. I'm going to focus on youth while bringing in some prospects. Vest, you finished on a 3, but your stamina's just gone. So I'm going to get rid of you as well. Fortes, who we brought in, finished on a 2.2 on base percentage. He's going to go as well. It costs too much for what he's done for the club. Gonzalez, you had a 3.0 and you did reasonable for the year. I'm going to keep McKendry. You're going to drop out now. 5 mil. You're getting released. Bride. 6. 3 mil, that's fine. Dane Myers. Another good year. So we'll keep you. Bly. You're under that 0.3 that I'm after. 3 mil. I can get more off the free agency. DeLuca. You are a cheap option. You can stay. You're definitely going on a 0.194. So Lee at 4 can stay. You at 5 can go. Releasing you as well. Them two are going to get offers. Right. So, offer wise, going to look at offering him an extension. You want 1 year deal for 3. Yeah, that's fine. You can have that. Nick Gonzalez. Your iron power's going. What's the arbitration going to give him? 3 mil. You want 3.7. I'll give you 3.5. How's that? Bride 3.2. Yeah. 3.2. You want 7 years at that. That's a no then. We'll just use the arbitration estimate there. Dane Myers, you are past it. Well, if you're cheap, I'll keep you. 2.64. I'll give you 2.6. So we'll get him in. And DeLuca, you're going to be cheap. And you're in AAA. That's fine. He's angry. Right. We'll offer him an extension. 2.2 for a year, that's fine. Right. I'm going to let you set up the organization. Awards I don't really care about. Right. Can we start trading? Do we have the option to trade? We do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on a few. So let me have a look at my stats first. So we haven't got a good centre fielder. We haven't got a. That's strength. That's potential. That's starting. That's potential. I don't think we've got a good first baseman. Even though we've got 3. Gaspar signed through to 2026. This is 2026. Right. I think we move on Gaspar then. Mervyn is the all-rounder who's going to be a good cover player, but Gaspar we're not really using. Astros are redeveloping. So I'm looking at building some players here. 20 mil for 2 years. Brilliant power. And his second choice. If you eat 25%, I'll give you Gaspar. You eat 25% of that deal. And we'll throw in Criswell. And Burns. Right. Walker can come in. Got any prospects? Not in the top 10. Arbitration there, still considering. Let's get back to the trades. So we've not. Be good to move on a few from the active. So Yankees are rebuilding. 32-year-old. Bring him in for a year. We'll move on McMahon and Tolhurst. We'll throw in Rogers. And you give me a couple of AA talent that you have. Give me Dax and Hurd. Nothing will make that work. Just Hurd then. No, okay. Right, we'll do that. Okay. Arbitration has begun. Developments are open. Right, we're going to do a week. Hopefully we'll get these sorted. Well, I mean that the most recent Septil, consider it completed. Gonzalez is completed. Lee has re-signed. Pachenko has re-signed. Juarez has re-signed. Got an offer here. They would send us Navarro and Pinto for Palmquist, who's on a 6, and that works for me. Complete that. Right. It is just the team. Throw everyone in. So Navarez is our best one at the moment. That's totally fine. So we're looking at improving stuff, but that's going to be when we've finished arbitration. These 3 is still deciding. So we'll do another week. Nothing of note yet. Let's get some development players in. So off season, we'll keep Alvarez on some secondary pitch improvements. Minez as well. So these are the 2 key players, and then Walker's going to stay. Braun is our 3rd choice. Secondary pitch improvements. So Bride is going to be our 3rd plate. So do some plate discipline. Then we'll have Calrig, who had a breakout year, even though we're not doing brilliantly. We'll do some plate discipline. We'll have Halverson doing the same. Mateo doing the same. Plate discipline. And Mervis is going to come in as well and do some plate discipline. I'm not worried about the awards. We're submitting an incomplete ballad. Another week. Personal message. DeLuca. Was wondering how many thanks for your efforts there will be rewarded. Right, DeLuca is in. Okay. We can't do any 3 transfers until this arbitration is over, so this is the boring bit. But it's good for you to see this, because some people like this and some people don't, so right, we got tournament has ended. Salary arbitration. So Efos is staying with us. He's going to get 1.6. McBride is definitely staying with us on a 3.478. Arbitrations will be held today. We have done all them. Free agency filings are tomorrow, so we'll play another day. Right, we're in. Ooh. Right, offer him a deal. Right, let's have a look at him again. He's what's ability to prevent home runs, ability to limit contact, movement is good, change up. Nah, it's not that brilliant for 11 million. Martinez, no. 4.0. Ooh. 33. So I'd take him for a year at 20. You want 7 years. Give you 3. How's that, sir? Yeah. Decent offer. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to that screen. Yonamai, no. Linnaeus, no. Muriel, no. 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 Left fielder, Tsuchiaki Kawasaki. Not the best defensively, but we can work on that. We can definitely put an offer in. You want 10 years. You can have 4. We have 51 million available, so I'm going to back end it. I'll give you 23, 23, and I'll give you 35. Let's do 3 year. Vesting option, no. Let's do player option, that's fine. How's that? Siege your budget. No, we can't go for him, unfortunately. Trade proposal. They want to send us. Ooh, that's a good fastball. They want to get Amador. That's a no, I'm afraid. Right, 3 agents have filed. We have room now. Okay, so team-wise, we will look at our main roster. So in terms of pitching, we're quite well-rounded. Poyes did a 6. So I think I'm going to move on a few of these as well here. Just right, so is there a good first baseman in the list? Make sure these are in order. First base. We've got 3, right. Matt Muncy, who we did look at. Jimmy Cardillero from Cincinnati. 18 million. Good gap power, good power. Good at avoiding strikes. Yeah. You want 18 million. We have 43 projected room. I'll give you a 3-year deal for 19, 20, 21. How's that? Yeah. Then Real Mutu. So we've got anyone at centre field. Let's do all batters. Don't know why it goes to the middle of the list. Low. New. Let's see. Right. Let's look at trading. Get some few in the pipeline here that might be worth looking at. Right. Okay. Roster. Scott isn't happy. Brian is going to leave in 2 years. Walker and Mervis can take the charge there. Alvarez is middle of the road, but he's doing good. Good. Didn't play. Bride. Good. Perez. Not so good. So shortstop, I think, is the main one. Let's check the shortstops. Shortstop. Right. Hirner 3.0. Estrada a 3.12. Wants 20 million though. Durban. Castro. No one of note really. Let's do another week. Hopefully we'll bring in that catcher. Right, scouts are in. Right. Some deals are coming in here. Right, personal message. I'm going to look at my options. Best one is Seattle. Yeah, you can go to Seattle then. Okay. Right. Let's do some trades. 28 million. Kansas are rebuilding. Is there anyone I can grab? It's worth grabbing. Ooh. Vinny Pasquantino. Last 3 years, got over the 0.3 on base. Good RBIs there. Let's move on Walker. Walker has a 20 million deal. We'll take 50% of that. Then, so budget 10 million. We're going to take a 7 player. And then looking for third baseman. What's our worst first baseman? We'll move on Alvarez and we take Garcia. Just Calrig and make the deal. Sterling. Perez. Give him Adams for Presky. So no then. Okay. Astros are rebuilding. 26 million for 2 years. What's our ones on? 20 million for 3, 27 for 2. Trade pitchers. And eat 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%. Nothing will make that work. Pacides. Third base. Alvarez. Almador. AAA. Yeah. That works for me. Okay. So he's going to give us options. He hasn't done much, is Alvarez, but we're getting a better player in. So I'm going to move on one of our starting pitchers. and we're going to look at adjusting. So we'll look, Mays and Alcaraz are going to stay. Mays is going to be okay for 2 more years. It'll be Braun. And then we look at getting. Myers will give us options. Matthews. Nothing. Okay. That's a no then. Right. So we'll give you Myers. Give us Moreno. Arizona won't be able to do anything. Okay. Can't do that then. 3 million. Close. Okay. Right, so you get the gist of what we're doing. We're fine-tuning the team, and we've got a few options we need to do. So we're just getting that right balance of team. So, ooh, 5th. We'll be back next time for the start of pre-season. We're going to conclude our off-season business. But as you can see, when it comes to our team, we are not that great, and we need to sort out our pitching. So we're going to micro it a little bit, but we shall see back next time.